Hello, I am Internet Safety Satan, and it appears I have reached 69 subscribers, baby! What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Motorbike, back for another video. You didn't think that would happen ever again, did ya? Well, for those who don't know me in real life, my name is Jed. I am the guy who runs the Mr. Motorbike YouTube channel. To celebrate 69 subscribers on the Mr. Motorbike YouTube channel, I've compiled together a iceberg image. And we shall be looking through it. So, number one on the iceberg, Mr. Motorbike. Well, that's just my channel name. And see, what this entry is referring to is where the name came about and whatnot. I'd imagine. I don't know. I've never ridden a motorbike in my life. I just chose the name because I like repetition. Mr. Motorbike rolls off the tongue. Also, no one else has claimed that name yet, so that's cool. Chicken Run Review refers to the series I made reviewing Chicken Run. It was meant to be this grand fucking scheme thing where I'll pull it apart in depth, but as a lot of things on my channel, it seems grand at first, but it is complete dog shit in in practice. That's probably why a lot of you are here if I don't know you in real life, as both those videos got a ridiculous amount of views. I think at one point they might have hit the algorithm or something, or people just want to look for Chicken Run reviews. Anyway, if you're here because of Chicken Run reviews, hello. So Capgun Speedrun refers to a video on my channel which isn't unlisted, I don't think, where I got a cap gun and blasted it as fast as I could. I took it to upload to a record setter after like a little joke. It's still processing, it's been a year, but you know, no one's beaten my record yet. I'm pretty good at the Capgun Speedrun, see? Well, there was only 2 in there, but anyway. Also with that video, I tried to film it with my gut hanging out, so I was in a really awkward position next to my desk to make myself look as unappealing as possible, and I think I succeeded. Dabman! Dabman is the Detective Heart of America style-esque series I made. It only had 2 episodes and a few teasers and stuff, but it was about a paraplegic superhero who had all the powers in the world, but he didn't know how to use them. This iceberg entry might also be just referencing Dabman as a character. So here he is. He's a Cayman rider with a kilt and a lot of dark secrets. The Melon Menace refers to Dabman's first ever enemy, who is a melon creature with fucking ice picks coming out of his chest. It comes from some Japanese fucking movie or show or something, but like, I own a lot of like these kinds of figures of kaiju, and so the Dabman props come from that mostly. In a similar thing, Nepenthes is Dabman's second villain from episode 2. I forgot to get him out of storage before I filmed this, so here's a picture.
Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck happened to your genitals, buddy?
But yeah, he's a plant creature, which I don't know what he's from. I managed to find out a lot of the other origins of a lot of the kaiju that I have, that were either in Dabman or were going to be in Dabman or just on my shelf. Most of them are Godzillas, but no, I still have no fucking idea what this figure is or what it's from. So if you have any ideas, chuck that shit in the comments. Thanks. Demon Horse. Demon Horse is a character which gets summoned by the disruption of the natural order in my film Wrath of the Demon Horse. There are entries lower on the list referring to the Demon Horse's origin and shit like that, but pretty much he's a bad dude. This entry also could just be referring to the short Wrath of the Demon Horse. And yeah, so that is it's a kind of documentary parody thing we made for a, I think it was an English project in year 10. But yeah, it was the best film there. The Cult of Zul'gway. I don't know why this is higher on the list, because this is a really, this isn't really surface level knowledge, but the Cult of Zul'gway is the cult in my film Wrath of Demon Horse. That this is their idol, the head of Zul'gway, which they worship. So the story behind this, yeah, okay, this isn't deeper in the aspect. It should be, but so the story behind that is we found that at the park one day, and we were sort of fighting over it, like after school, and I named it the head of Zul'gway, and then so the two of the guys, Kiwi Prax Jai and Campfire's Ethan, they sort of just fucked off for a little bit, and we didn't know where they went, and we were doing all this like fucking ritual shit with the head as a joke, and then all of a sudden they come out of the bushes without their shirts on and sticks and just fucking rush us and try and get the head. It was fucking hilarious, and so that was one of the things that was the basis for the Demon Horse film. Because about like a week or so after that happened, we were assigned the task to make the film. So like, oh, fucking perfect. Motorbike and Zakar Jones are two of the characters from the Demon Horse film, one of them played by me. The reason they are on this iceberg, instead of just as like a branch of like the Cult of Zul'gway, is because both of those names mean really dirty things in other languages. I don't remember what Motorbike means in what language. I'm pretty sure it meant something in Arabic, but Zakar is like the word Zakar in Indonesian means cock. So yeah, no one picked up on that. Recorder! So this entry is referring to in a lot of videos, in like one or two videos actually, I showcase my shit abilities to play recorder. So I think it was one of the chicken ones where I did a cover of the Mission Impossible, and then there was another cut video that was just 10 minutes of recorder playing it. It was fucking dreadful. But so my two recorders, this is just your standard one, and then this is Big Mama. So yeah, this one has a deeper sound, like this, whereas this is a, and I think the Mission Impossible thing in the chicken run was done by this one, because it was like a fucking something like this. Yeah, but anyway, next Iceberg. Realizing this in post, I forgot to do the entry on Internet Safety Satan, which is pretty funny considering he's like my channel's main character at the moment. But yeah, so he's cool. He's like the devil. He defends the internet from the bad things. Chimp events. Chimp events refer to a series of videos, some of them listed, some of them unlisted, on my channel, where I was making monkey shit posts because I was bored. So last year with media, in year 12, we had to do a lot of filming stuff, but because of the lockdowns and worldwide fucking panic and all that, we really couldn't get out and make experiments for our films. So the teacher just pretty much just said, oh, you know, you can use fucking footage off the net, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll just hand in these monkey shit posts, and I got a fucking A. Dreams refers to, specifically in this Iceberg and my channel, a game that came out early last year for the PS4, and I think it's on the 5 now, developed by Media Molecule, and I live streamed the whole thing when I first played it, except I didn't have a microphone plugged in, so it was just a silent play of the game. Which people were complaining about in the fucking chat, but I thought it was necessary because it's a very good game, and it's very powerful and like artistically holy shit. But yeah, Dreams is one of the better games I've played in recent years. We move on to the depths. Oh wait, no, it's not the depths. It's like the tip of the iceberg. We move on to the tip of the iceberg. Our first entry on this tier of the iceberg is the Moon Mask. So I'm not sure if any of the old videos that I had me in them are still up, because a lot of them were really fucking cringe. I mean, a lot of my content that's up now is fucking cringe. This is probably like not an exception. I imagine this is going to date fucking horribly. But anyway, so before Internet Safety Satan sort of became my character, I was like wearing a Mactonite mask from like McDonald's. It was a shitty fucking bootleg. It looked horrendous, and so yeah, the Moon Mask was my first character, and so the reason I switched over from the Moon Mask character to the Internet Safety Satan is because, yeah, I don't know if you've heard about Moon Man and at all, but they pretty much took Mac tonight and did some horrible things to him. So that was one of the reasons, and the another reason is I tore the fucking mask, so I can't really use it anymore, which is a shame because it's just it fucking it leaves half my face. Oh, I could actually adjust this and be like some fucking xenomorph predator looking fucking thing, but yeah, no, as far as lore in the Mr. Motorbike channel goes, Moon Man is dead, bro. Next we have Internet Safety Satan cut footage, which refers to the fact that for each of those Internet Safety Satan videos, well, there's like 4 of them, or is there 3? I can't remember, but they had about probably 40 minutes to 2 hours worth of footage for each of them, and I cut them down. A lot of it is just dead air and me whining, which a lot of that did make it into the videos, but like, there was a fucking lot of it. Also, the shit that just wasn't interesting, like people just seeing me, like, and then leaving. Like, there was a lot of that, but I know I only kept the interesting ones, and like looking back on them, they're not really that fucking interesting. It was kind of cringe. I feel like fucking secondhand cringe from the people who had to deal with that online. So if you're seeing this and you were directly affected by Internet Safety Satan's wrath, fucking shoot me a comment. And we'll do an interview or something, I don't know. Okay, Dabman Pilot refers to an unlisted video of Dabman Episode 1. Except the reason it's unlisted is because we... so I made Dabman with formerly Mother Rooster, now Call Me Nick's Nick. It was me and his love child, and we handed it into like a film festival thing, and it had to be unlisted. But it didn't end up making it in, obviously. It's fucking terrible, but so yeah, the reason it's unlisted and I renamed it to the pilot is because there is so one of the criteria for this film thing is it had to be like 5 minutes, right? And Dabman Episode 1 goes for a little bit longer than 5 minutes, so the pilot cuts a lot of shit out of it. And then, so when the thing got denied, we're like, oh fuck yeah, we can upload this to the channel now. So, yeah, we added all the shit back into it and refined it and made it a whole lot better than it was. Like, it's bad now, trust me, it was fucking worse. Malteser Review refers to an old video I made, probably one of the only ones where it was just me with the mask on and it wasn't like a cutaway or anything. This was Moon Mask I'm referring to. So, the reason why the Moon Mask tore in the first place is because of the Malteser Review. I cut the slit in the mouth so I could actually eat the floor Maltesers. Oh yeah, by the way, this is an unlisted video, that's why it's on this list. But, so, if you've been around here for a while, you probably remember it, because a lot of people found it on the algorithm and were fucking terrified. But, yeah, so the reason the Moon Mask, going back to that, is, broken, is because, cutting the mouth to eat Maltesers, it, like, that's not what fucked it, but it's what led to me touring the mask trying to put it on. Truth Hours with Homer Simpson refers to another cut video of mine where it had this... I just knocked a bunch of shit off my shelf. It had this guy, my robot Homer, who has a dance function and it's fucking hilarious. It had him dancing, and it just said Epstein didn't kill himself bottom text. It went for like 10 seconds. 5 Gum is another cut video, well not cut video, rather. 5 Gum is another unlisted video I had where it was one of the how it feels to chew 5 Gum memes. But it had like that video of the fucking bottle exploding and knocking out a dog. I thought it was the funniest shit, but I thought people might get offended by it because it looks like the dog fucking dies. It doesn't. So it's unlisted. I don't know why I unlisted that one. If I'm gonna unlist any of these videos at the end of this 69 subscriber special, that's gonna be the fucking one at least. Podcast episode 1 I can't speak today. Podcast episode 1 refers to an old video. It was one of the original 10 or something, where it's just me playing recorder for 10 minutes. And yeah, it was fucking dreadful because the mic was a potato and it was just distortion, so Chimp Event 1 is, as I mentioned before with the Chimp Events, is one of the Chimp Event videos, but this one's unlisted. I can't remember why it's unlisted, but I think I uploaded that and then made it better, so I uploaded part 2. Or it was the same video, but with different shit in it. But, I think from memory, Chimp Event 1 was actually better. But, you know, next one. Kiwi Prack! Alright, so Kiwi Prack refers to my good friend Chai's YouTube channel called Kiwi Prack, and that channel is, yeah. But anyway, so the reason it's on this list is, for those who don't know, I upload on there a fair bit. I help him create content, especially recently. But yeah, no, so Kiwi Prack was like our channel. That was everyone's channel for just uploading shit content. But yeah, go check out Kiwi Prack if you've only subscribed to me for whatever reason, and you've never seen it because it's questionable at best. Campfire / Mother Rooster. So they're my boys, Ethan and Nick, and not as much as Kiwi Prack, but they had their fair share of collaborations with me, sort of. Like, Mother Rooster's Nick, for instance, he helped me write Dabman. He was in Dabman. He played the Melon Menace, and he was like there with the development and shit. And then Campfire's Ethan, he provided the starting for, I think, Internet Safety Satan 2, where he like sings O Fortuna. So yeah, those boys have helped me a lot, and in turn I've helped them, which not so much. I haven't really helped Ethan that much, but my fingers are in Nick's content a little bit, or Nick's content, but that's mentioned later in the list. Fat TV refers to this YouTube channel I really like called Fat TV, and it's about this guy. It's like one of those Elsagate things, but I genuinely can't tell if it's ironic or not. It's just this fat guy from some other place who has a very odd way of speaking, dressing up as superheroes, mostly the Fat Hulk. But yeah, anyway, so the reason he's on this list is because I've used him in memes. Most notably Crazy Cat and fucking Chicken Run 3 or 4, I can't remember. But yeah, so Fat TV is responsible for those clips. That brings us back onto the next level of the iceberg. From the tip we go all the way down to the depths. Oh no, it's the shell. I don't remember what the iceberg tiers are called. It's the one below the surface, just. So first on this list, we have the Combine profile picture. So for those who may know, who are long-time subscribers, before I was really making like content or anything, pretty much since the creation of this YouTube account, I think in like year 6 or 7, I've always had like a picture of a Combine from Half-Life as my profile picture. It was a really cool art of it. I don't know who did the art, and I don't know where to find that picture again. But as like shit started getting popular, I thought it's a bit dog to use other people's artwork. So I have this questionable fucking picture of this fat guy in a gimp suit with a gas mask. Because that kind of looks like a Combine, but like a much more fucking sexy. Original channel banner refers to my original channel banner on YouTube. So currently it's a fucking, what is it, the fucking vacuum gun thing from Half-Life? I always forget that I changed it to that, and then I'll click on my channel and see like a half-crop picture of that and just fucking kill myself laughing. But the old one used to just be this crescendo of images and shitty drawings, and it was absolute fucking chaos. Like just MS Paint drawings. Channel lore. Yeah, this channel originally was gonna have some like Filthy Frank-esque lore, but well, it's not so much that I decided not to do it, it's more so that the things that would really explain the lore never got made, which you'll hear about in later tiers of the iceberg. Dabman 3 refers to the teaser I gave at the end of Dabman 2, where a shape-shifting worm creature was going to be his next foe. So that got mostly made, but never finished. And I lost all the footage when I think I broke my first computer, which will... More on that later, because that's important. But yeah, So Dabman 3 was meant to happen, got a little bit done, and then didn't. And then because of the breaking of my computer at the time, it just never came to be. Same with some other video projects, which will be discussed later. Similar projects brings me on to the next one, which is the Chicken Run Review 3 original. Now that was mostly complete, but when my computer broke the first time in like, I don't remember, years ago, yeah, lost all the footage for that and just couldn't be bothered remaking it, and that's why we never got another Chicken Run review, except for like the Fat TV shitpost. Deep Roy content refers to the videos and references to the Bollywood actor Deep Roy, who is probably most famous for playing the Oompa Loompas in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So one of the references, I think he's referenced, or I might have just used his picture when I just use random pictures for shit, but one of his big references was in a unlisted video, which was that recorder one. At the end I mentioned a Deep Roy shitpost, which I still have, and I'll either upload it or I'll chuck it here now, depends what I'll do. But pretty much, they had the Battler from X-Files, that scene where he crawls up the guy's ass, but it had Augustus Gloop playing all ear rape and shit. I don't know if it's still funny, but it was funny when I made it. Another Deep Roy related content, I guess. This never made it into any video, and I don't know if I still have the audio. If I do, I'll chuck it in. But pretty much, I took a shitload of helium and started doing my Deep Roy impression, singing fucking Augustus Gloop. So that was pretty funny. Alright, it's getting hot in here. I'm just gonna take off this fucking trench coat because, like, the funny bit is over. So now you can see my awesome Family Guy t-shirt. So anyway, the next thing on the Iceberg is the Gabe Newell sighting, which, I think this is one of the only videos I deleted. Like, most of them are just unlisted, and I could re-list them anytime, but I actually deleted this one because I thought it was, like, shit. So, this refers to, Kiwi Prax Jai was sending haikus to just random fucking people, and he sent one to Gabe Newell, and Gabe actually responded, and sent him back a haiku. Anyway, so it was very exciting because we're all fucking nerds. We all like our Half-Lifes, our Portals, our Steams, our artifacts. Not really, but you know. So I made a video. It was pretty much just saying, like, oh cool, look at this. Kiwiprac also made a video, but it wasn't as good as mine. But probably the most notable takeaway from that video was, when it was like revealed, I used O Fortuna, except I didn't realize how long the build-up was to like the like in the sort of middle of it. So there was a lot of fucking dead air in it, and it was really funny. I ended up having to cut stuff out of it, but even still, there was a minute of like nothing because this fucking song was just building up, which was quite funny. Kiwiprac contributions refers to what I mentioned above. Yeah, I'm one of the main, like, 2 or 3 guys who works on Kiwiprac. Demon Horse is a spin-off. Oh, now we're getting into the spicy stuff. This is actually true. Demon Horse isn't my character, which is what I alluded to earlier when I mentioned him. He was actually created by Mother Rooster's Nick in their video, which they made for a like earlier class, I think 2 years before Wrath of the Demon Horse, which was like a David Attenborough like kind of parody, I guess, where they were discovering this creature called the Fisted Demon Horse, which was this, it was like what the Demon Horse was in there, except he had giant fucking fists. So when it came time to make this new like sort of film for, I think it was Year 10 English, Wrath of the Demon Horse, as I mentioned before, we already had that idea of what happened to the park with the head, but also to tie our channels together even more, I guess, was going to be with the inclusion of the Demon Horse. Kiwiprac's comment section refers to the fucking cesspool of comments on Kiwiprac. This includes like all of us, all of our different accounts commenting on it.
And lower we go into the depths of the iceberg.
So the first one on here is the Nick Sleeping 24/7 stream, which is a Kiwiprac video where the idea was to live stream just Nick for 24 hours for 7 days a week. It only ended up going for like a few hours though. But why it's on this list, even though it sounds like it has nothing to do with me, is about 20 minutes in, Jai screened up his Discord, and I saw that he was actually, him and Nick were actually talking in a group, and a bunch of people that I knew that weren't in the call at the moment had access to the group, had admin privileges. So I got them to invite me, and I hijacked their stream.
What? It's not a bad thing to say. It's Sam.
What are we doing?
What?
What's going on, boys?
How did he get here in this chat?
And so I completely derailed that for a little bit, and then it just became... It's honestly, out of all of our content, I think the Nick 24/7 stream was probably our best.
Were you alive, or were you born in hell?
I don't really fucking know. I just fucking turned up one day, and I was like, what's going on?
To the script. Need to stick to
Shut the fuck up, you dumb
You gotta
cunt.
fucking go to the script. Oh, fucking... Come on, bro. I can't just ad-lib this shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah, fucking... Yeah, anyway. Good, insightful question. My nose can fucking be big. Look,
so
I've got another nose.
But yeah, more on that later. The Nick 24/7 stream director's cut was... Because the other video was like 3 or 4 hours. Actually, I think it might have been 5 hours. I don't know. I'll double check this. But Nick just condensed it down and made a director's cut. It's not as good as the original. It cuts out a lot of the good shit. But, you know, it was there. Oh yeah, by the way, both of these videos got unlisted. That's why they're low on this Iceberg.
This now, while I'm editing, I realized I forgot another entry on the list, which is the Kiwi Prac Twitch one. That just refers to, after the Nick 24/7 stream, we did a live stream on Twitch. It was, like, much similar, but we got heaps of people involved. That only ever happened once, though, but, it wasn't as good as the first one on YouTube, but it was still pretty good.
The Kiwi Prac Gorilla Special. So this is on the Iceberg because not only was it my idea for Jai to play Flying Gorilla for like 20 minutes, but I also made the thumbnail because Jai didn't have like editing software. I mean, neither did I. I made the fucking damn thing in Word document. But I also made that horrendous, like fucking, what is it? The watermark. So yeah, Kiwi Prac Gorilla Special. The backlog of media films refers to in year 11 and 12, so last year and the year before. I made a ton of films for media. Some of these have made it onto my YouTube channel, such as the chimp events and stuff like that, but my actual proper films that showed my face, I originally was going to upload them, but I never did. I lost a lot of them when my other computer broke. More on that later, probably. Actually, not really. But pretty much... at the start of the year, my computer broke and got wiped when it was being fixed, so I lost a lot of old media films, and if it wasn't for teachers having a record of them, I would have lost some of the best shit I've ever made.
Here, take my device. Plan B, General. Send yourself back there and finish the job.
I will not disappoint you, Emperor. All glory to the Martian race.
But pretty much, so with the backlog of media films, I once said, yeah, I'm gonna upload these, and I never did. Another thing with the media films, they all literally all of them starred both me and my classmate Jacob. Jacob isn't really in much with like the whole like lore of this channel as much as guys like Nick and Jai and Ethan and Sam and Angus. But sort of later on with all the media shit, he was a big player. So Snake Part 3 is refers to, as I mentioned before, with Jacob. So Jacob had a YouTube channel, and this all started when he would always not listen in class, right? And he'd always be playing Snake. And so I said to him, dude, you gotta make a Snake Let's Play. And he did. He made 2 episodes. Anyway, for like a year straight, we'd always bug him, when's Snake 3 gonna come out? And he never made it, which is a shame. But Snake Part 1 and 2 got taken down. But pretty much, he was playing like this caricature of himself. Anytime he went out in Snake, he would just hear like screaming and like smashing of fucking keyboards and desks. there was like fucking porn and shit in the other tabs. It was like purposely like really like funny. But one of the reasons Snake 3 didn't come about is because I told him this idea, because he had a broken computer that he didn't know what to do with, and I said to him, because he owns guns and shit, I said to him, for Snake Part 3, you need to go out and then just cut the real life footage of you shooting your computer with a shotgun. And we thought that was a fucking sick idea, but it never came to be. So Jacob, if you're watching this, where's Snake Part 3, buddy? Kersey Jersey, or like Kersey Jersey, refers to this guy who's often found in my comment sections occasionally, but mostly he's commented on every single KiwiPrac video. We don't know who this guy is. Yeah, it's a genuine fan. We don't know who this guy is. But he knows my channel, he knows KiwiPrac. I think he's subbed to like the other guys too. So out of every fan watching this, imagine being a fan of this, what are you, fucking stupid? Every fan of these channels who isn't like part of the friend group, Kersey Jersey is the biggest, because he like, KiwiPrac is comprised of like in-jokes and shit, but he obviously fucking gets them. So yeah, random commenter who's on all of our videos. Mother Rooster's DIY tutorials. This refers to a shitload of unlisted videos on Mother Rooster Nick's, or now known as Call Me Nick's, YouTube channel, where he made just a bunch of tutorials doing random shit. The reason this is on the Iceberg retained to me is I gave him some of these ideas that he turned into videos. Like, a lot of my dark humor bleeds in through some of these, but like, he ultimately like fucking made most of them. I had like very minimal input, but it's a shame that they're all unlisted, because they were actually quite funny. Like, for instance, there was one, I think I had a little bit to do with this one, where I was like, he was doing a DIY how to get like a 6-pack, and he just got a permanent marker and drew a thing on the thing, but he said that what he did is he got a knife and like carved out all the fat, like with a really graphic explanation. It was quite dark. Actually, the only one of these videos that's still up is DIY how to put on a condom, which I think might have been my idea, but it might not have been, so don't shoot me, Nick. I don't remember, it was like 4 years ago, buddy. Chill. Worst idea I ever had streams refers to a running joke on KiwiPrac where originally it was legit, so there's a couple of videos on KiwiPrac called Worst Idea I Ever Had, and then something in brackets, but they all had the same thumbnail of my then YouTube channel profile pic and KiwiPrac's YouTube channel profile pic, like grayscaled out with a question mark on a stage. So the reason this is on this list is the first time that we ever used that is legit, but all that footage got deleted. But when live streaming for like the next 10 times, Jai just didn't bother changing it, so it stayed like that. And there's still some up there where it's just, it was originally a Don't Starve Let's Play, where we just fuck with people, but that's long gone. And in its place there's about 50 other random videos. I think some of them are Rainbow Six playthroughs, I don't know. But Jai streamed it with just using the worst idea I ever had with the same thing, because he couldn't be bothered changing it. Did Sam just ... refers to some new KiwiPrac videos, actually. They're only less than a week old, where it looks like there's two of the same videos, same title and same thumbnail, but they're both different. So the idea was, with the little amount of editing software Jai had, he wanted to make a video, and I gave him a good idea for a video, which if you've seen it you'll know it's pretty funny. But pretty much the reason there's two of those videos is because I made one and Jai made one, and we uploaded them at the same time. 2621 refers to some new KiwiPrac videos, originally as the excuse me, from the writing of this Iceberg. It was just one, but I've been making we've been making uploads every day. But pretty much, Jai got recommended a video by that title, and he's recommended, and it was like some school's morning announcements or something. And he sent it to me. We both thought it was funny, and then we came up with the best idea. Let's make the KiwiPrac version of it, where we put Sam's face on everyone and add in my name, Jeff. Anyway, as a joke, Jai said, "Dude, you got to do this every day." Anyway, I didn't realize he was joking, and so I did day 2. And then Jai just messages me, "Dude, well, fuck, we have to commit now. What have you done?" But yeah, so Garfield's Inferno stream refers to another unlisted Kiwi Prac live stream. This is really just the unlisted Kiwi Prac section of this Iceberg video. But the reason it's unlisted is there's a lot of dead air, there's a lot of horrible language. But anyway, so the reason this is specifically on this list is because it's not been deleted, it's unlisted, but originally I was going to cut out the highlights and make a video, but when my first computer broke about 3 years ago, it ended there. Hardcore Parkour refers to a video, I think it started on Ethan's channel, Campfire. It was an old video of all them just doing a video from like, and now it's just such an old video. But Ethan uploaded it, and I think he commentated over it anyway, and then Nick made a commentary, like a reaction video to Ethan reacting to the original video, and then fucking Jai made one on Kiwi Prac, so it was 3 people reacting over each other. Anyway, so the reason this is on this list, even though I've got nothing to do with it, is originally, when that came out, I was going to make a 4th one, where I was going to like review it like I did with like the chicken run thing, like just splice up all the footage and make like shitty jokes and stuff. But yeah, never happened, computer broke. Sam Gets the Dud refers to one of the first Kiwi Prac videos I made. It got immediately shot down by copyright because it used a clip from The Simpsons, and because of that it got unlisted. E-Dance is a bit of an obscure one. I honestly think it's a bit high on this list, but it refers to Elias, also known as Slow Boy in Kiwi Prac lore, doing this dance for some project from school, but we use that clip in a lot of things for memes. I cannot confirm, but if it is still there, because I cannot go back and watch my videos because I'm ashamed of myself, but I think this footage may have been edited and used in a internet safety statement video, but I can't say for certain. If it's not, it originally was going to be. And so this also segues onto the next thing, stupidity. So stupidity specifically is referring to the Wikipedia page for stupidity. It has this picture of this fucking goblin creature. But so the reason this is coinciding is because the original joke in the frame group for this video, it wasn't so much the video, but we keyframed this goblin onto everyone's faces. And it was the funniest thing, except I can't find the original goblin thing, but I have the original picture and the original video. I just can't be bothered editing them together. But yeah, shout out to Dr. Peter David Beder for helping me find these videos and shit. That was more sort of his like input on the channels. Also, it's worth noting that there was originally going to be an edit of the E-Dance, or there might have actually been one, but I don't know if it's still there, where we edit Sam's face on it, like we do with everything in fucking Kiwi Prac. And we go on to the next one, even deeper on the iceberg. So for the first video, we have Unlist Gorilla 2. The U and the N are capitalized. That is an unlisted Kiwi Prac video. And then so the next one on the list is Unlist Intro for Use, and then also Unlist Gorilla. So these 3 entries refer to 3 unlisted videos on Kiwi Prac that contain elements of the Kiwi Prac Gorilla special. Now the reason these were uploaded separately, they were always private, was because when Jai made the Kiwi Prac special, when Jai made the Kiwi Prac Gorilla special, he had no editing software, and I have editing software and I can edit pretty quickly. As you can see with the Kiwi Prac's current catalogue, I managed to pump out one literally every day. But so the Kiwi Prac Gorilla special videos, so Jai uploaded them pretty much as a way to send those videos to me so I could edit them together. That's why they're on this list, and that's why they're unlisted. Melon Menace original design refers to the original design Nick came up with for the Melon Menace in Dabman. Originally he was meant to have a top hat and a condom on his tail, but that never happened. So it just occurred to me that literally everything else on this tier of this iceberg refers to either cut videos or videos that made it enough into production and then just got cancelled. And there's a fucking lot. So to start off, top 10 facts about Beetlejuice. So the joke with that video was it was going to be like a professional top 10 video, like a Watch Mojo parody. But it was going to be top 10 facts about Beetlejuice, but I was going to be talking about like the 3 or 4 different Beetlejuices. So there's going to be facts about the movie, facts about the character in the movie, facts about the like comedian Beetlejuice, and also facts about like the galaxy Beetlejuice. So it was originally meant to be just a really shitty joke because these 4 things have the same name. Top 10 things that could kill Thanos, back when that sort of thing was a thing. I was going to cash in on that and make a video. This video actually got scripted and filmed, but the once again, computer broke, never made it into fruition. But I don't remember what can kill Thanos except one thing. So, but what was this video thing? Like half of it was kind of like jokingly, like I'll just screen up some fucking cursed image and be like, yeah, this creature can take him on, let's go. And then other times I was dead fucking serious. So one of the dead serious moments I can remember is I go into graphic detail describing the diving bell incident where those people were killed in like a split second by having their fucking being sucked through a hole. And then I was gonna say, yeah, that can kill Thanos. But yeah, all the footage for that is lost, as are many of these other videos. The return was a reference to... So, this is where I'll talk about this now because I've mentioned it a shitload. So, in like sort of the timeline, I guess, I've had 3 computers. So there was my like school computer, which made most of the old videos and whatnot, like Demon Horse. Wait, not Demon Horse, like Dabman and fucking Chicken Review and all that. That was made on my school computer. Anyway, at about year 10, I think, so 3 years ago, that broke. And so this was like during a large quantity. Like I was making videos fairly regularly at that point. And so I thought, oh no, my fans, they're gonna miss me, they're gonna think I died. So the return was when I got a new computer. I was going to explain with channel lore, as I mentioned before, this was one of the things that was going to establish stuff. I was going to explain pretty much in universe what happened to me and why I left. But that actually got a really like far into production, but one of the reasons that never got made was because the Moon Man mask got torn. But yeah, so the return is probably one of my first cut like films, I guess. Sound effects and shit to use in the return refers to a playlist I made that I didn't realize I still had, that it was just a massive music and audio bank of stuff to use for different scripted moments in the return, which never came to be. On the subject of cut like films, Internet Safety Satan 4 was going to be like an actual proper film, not going to be me sitting on Omegle. And so what that was going to entail was it was going to be made around the time where I can't remember when or why or whatever, but around the time when like India and like other third worldy kind of places got like proper internet access and stuff, and like there was just a big influx of those sorts of people online, like or like no, that was, I think it might have been specifically like around like the T-Series PewDiePie thing, how a lot of the things whenever a new account was made was auto subscribing to T-Series in like India and stuff. Anyway, I can't remember what the go was, but pretty much that led to an apocalyptic event where Indian people took over the world, and Internet Safety Satan was going to stop it. So he was going to fight his way through bots, deviants, spies, all the other good shit from the other things, and face the leader of India head on. And one of the reasons this video didn't ever get made, apart from being really yikes, was because the costume for the Indian guy was going to be a costume of Apu from The Simpsons, but they sold out before I could get one, so that's literally the only reason I never made this video. But yeah, I was also going to just put the nail in the coffin with Internet Safety Satan content, because he saved the world from all the nasty people on Omegle. Campfire's Demon Horse flick is another cut film, so originally it was meant to be a trilogy, so Nick had the first one, I had the second one, and then Campfire's Ethan was going to make the third one, but he just said he did, but then he never did. So we don't, there's no details about what it was going to be about or anything. But that's why the end of Wrath of the Demon Horse was left open, because that's where the sequel was going to come. These next two are actually still possibly on the table. These are just ideas I had in the back burner. So first of all, there's the Crypt of the Necrodancer tier list. I know tier lists are kind of like not really a thing anymore, but I was still going to make one. But it wasn't going to be like a tier list of bosses or anything. It was going to be a tier list of fucking everything. I'm talking like enemies, bosses, characters, music, fucking just everything from that game was just going to be condensed into a tier list, and it was just going to be like a big joke, really. But yeah, so that could still happen if I find myself with some spare time, but don't hold your breath. This next one actually could still very much happen. I'm just waiting for some other people to play the game in order to get feedback, but I'm talking about the Sonic Mania boss fight tier list. Because I love a good boss fight. I was actually thinking of making just my top 10 favourite boss fights in general, but I probably won't because I'm lazy as fuck, especially when it comes to this channel. But the Sonic Mania boss fight tier list was going to be like, part of it, most of it was going to be like genuine like discussions like, oh yeah, this boss is cool because it takes this, this, and this, and this from these old Sonic games. The music is baller. And the other half was going to be me fucking like whinging and complaining about how hard and unforgiving like a handful of those bosses in that game are, because they fucking suck. I'm looking at you fucking heavy shinobi. Cut characters refers to cut characters that were going to be in videos or lore. The only one that is why it's in brackets that I can specifically think of off the top of my head is the Nugget King. He was before the return. He was going to be the original reason why my channel was on delay, because my computer broke. It was because the character, the Moon Man, the man with the moon in his head, as he's referred to in documents, he got kidnapped by the Nugget King. Chernobyl was one of my old ideas for a series. It was not going to be very much geared towards comedy as a lot of my other stuff, or just like try-hard comedy as I call it. But no, the Chernobyl was kind of going to be kind of like Little Britain, where me and like 3 other people were going to play every character. But it was going to be kind of like The Office, like full of interviews and shit, just about people. Like and the whole idea was a camera crew, a documentary team went into Chernobyl and to interview its like residents, and so they interview like a bunch of like mutants and shit. And yeah, never got made, never really got past scripting. It's still a cool idea. I would love to bring this one back, but probably one of my favorite characters in that, there was going to be like a technician who was just laying on the ground, still alive even though he should have been dead, but he was crushed by a shitload of debris and he just couldn't move, so people like bringing him food and stuff. And he was just like this chill, laid-back guy. We descend even further into the oceans. And so, so the first thing on here, it says, Dabman Season 1 is completely written. That's a fact. It is. So one of the reasons I cancelled Dabman is because the lore and shit that I actually wrote for Dabman, especially in the later episodes, it was actually so good, and Dabman's very low quality and a bit shit, so I thought it's a waste to use this good storytelling on Dabman. I won't spoil it because I want to use this in the future for something. But if enough people are interested and want to see a breakdown of what was meant to happen in Dabman, I'll do it. Next entry states that the entire Dabman lore and mythos is completely written, and yeah, that's true. I nailed it on the head with what I wanted after making episode 2 and developing episode 3 of about what's going to happen in the future of this series, and it stopped being like a light-hearted, try-hardy kind of comedy, and it actually, later episodes became like dead fucking serious. Like it was really, really good. Like there was a huge plot twist that no one would have ever seen coming, and it just completely changed the dynamic of the show. But yeah, so Dabman lore is completely written, and and as I mentioned earlier, the reason why I never made past Dabman 2 is because either A, I need to remake the first 2 in order to better suit my story, which I'll mention in a little bit, and B, like, this lore is too good for Dabman. Like, it's seriously just too good. So the next thing on the list is Dabman retcon, kind of, which refers to, as I mentioned before, if I were to remake the first Dabman, which I've thought about in the past, I'd need to retcon a few things. That being when the Melon Menace looks into the dude's crotch and like sees the eyeballs and shit, and he has like a hallucination where he goes into this eyeball dimension. But in Dabman 2, the eyeball dimension is a physical place, and so I'd need to retcon that. So either the Melon Menace gets sucked into the crotch, or I don't know. But anyway, Melon Menace hanging himself at the end, while funny, it needs to be retconned so he suffers a more horrific fate. Actually, just come to think of it now, no more retcon, this false bullshit. The reason why, even though it is a place, the reason why the Melon Menace went batshit insane and stuff was because looking in there, he saw he saw the future, and he saw what's going to happen if he like keeps fighting it and stuff. He saw the power of the crotch eyeballs, and he couldn't take it and killed himself. Wait, but that doesn't explain why he's in episode 2. Yeah, it's retcon. If this isn't to be remade with the lore that I created for it, there needs to be a retcon. So, anyway, next. Dabman OST refers to the tracks that I made in GarageBand on the Mac with one of my old computers. And so each character sort of had a theme, and like, I think Dabman's theme is the only one that actually made it in there because it became the theme song. Oh, that was one of the differences between the pilot that I mentioned above. The pilot just used generic music, whereas the episode 1 actually used newly composed music. But like, there was a bunch of it made, but tragically I lost it all when my fucking computer broke, as I do with fucking everything. So yeah, I might still be somewhere backed up. If it is, I'll see if it's any good and then maybe release it, see what happens. But it was meant to, you know how you can sort of tell another story with the music that's going on? Like, it did that well. Like, there's a later character who started out being evil, but became the side of good, so his first few tracks are really, really heavy, but they slowly lighten up with tropes from the original track still in place, and so it kind of catalogued his sort of ascension to being a hero rather than a villain. And same goes for Dabman. When things got real, Dabman realizes everything isn't what it seems to be. His tracks got a lot heavier. But yeah, Dabman OST. Just realized I forgot to mention one like above, so all the way back up. Shekel Satan. Shekel Satan was my old YouTube account, but I deleted all the videos and started uploading like hellish music on there. Originally it was like an eyyyy, but then it just sort of became like a funny joke of like this lonely devil, demon kind of guy just making music by distorting the absolute fuck out of actual music. But yeah, so I forgot to mention that above, I just realized. The reason I brought that up and didn't just brush it aside is because fucking there's an entry on it. So Hell Volume 2 was always complete, refers to specifically Shekel Satan, that's why I had to bring it up. So Hell Volume 1 was the first album I made on Shekel Satan, and Hell Volume 2 actually is complete, but it only ever got 3 uploads, because I think this was around the time, yes, you fucking guessed it, 100 points to you, my computer fucking broke and I just never bothered uploading it. I think the album is still somewhere on a drive, but I have no reason or like passion for that channel anymore, so Hell Volume 2 is just going to stay on a hard drive. Hell Volume 1 was much better. Dabman stop motion refers to something. It was never really going to ever be in fruition because I was against the idea, because I wanted it to be like a kind of like a Detective Heart of America sort of series. But I think it was my friend Charlie said that I should remake it as a stop motion, and like she wanted to help me, she wanted to voice characters, but it never ended up happening. Dabman character origins refers to the action figures and shit that I used for like the characters. I mentioned it briefly above, but so Dabman is a Kamen Rider. I didn't know that when I bought him. After research I found out what he was. As I said as well before, the Melon Menace was a kaiju that some robot fought in some fucking crazy Japanese show. A bunch of the other later enemies were different Godzillas and different shit that Godzilla fought. I think there was an Ultraman at one point. I still, as I said before, I do not know what Nepenthes is. If you are someone who knows a lot about Japanese film and TV, not anime, I don't think. Yeah, fuck off you weebs. But let me know what it is. But also the wizard was I think he was Dewey Largo from The Simpsons for the first episode, which is on my Simpsons shelf. I don't know where it is. But the second episode, I used the #1 Stonecutter. But yeah, so that's where all the characters in that came from. Nick Belt's Plus Kid is a video I edited together during the heat of an argument with Nick and our friend Nate, who they called Plus Kid. Nick punches one of those things, and I edited a keyframe the plus on it because he got roasted. I don't remember if this was ever actually going to be uploaded to any channel, but I thought it was interesting nonetheless. Oh boy, even deeper we go onto the list. So the first entry we have on here is Zesty Meme Supreme. So Zesty Meme Supreme was another YouTube channel with another group of people that I operated in, I think, year 7 or 8, so that's going back nearly 5 or 6 years. And pretty much that channel posted meme compilations, but not like the shit that you see. Like, our memes were fucked up. That's the reason, if you can find that channel, the reason there's no videos on it is because they all got taken down after a while. Like, they were really edgy memes, like, they were funny as hell though. But yeah, Hell Volume, what the fuck? No, Fortnite porn incident, do not research. I had to include this one on the list because it was funny, but this refers to when Kiwi Prack's Jai gave Ethan access to the streaming code for Kiwi Prack, and Ethan was streaming something and accidentally clicked onto a tab or a Discord or something containing a shitload of Fortnite porn, thus getting Kiwi Prack banned for the first time. Sam does the Sandy Hook shooting. So this, and again, as you can probably tell from the title, this is another Kiwi Prack controversy, but not really. So I didn't know about this one until I was making the list, because I was going back through all of our old like shared drives online with Kiwi Prack shit, and there was a document that said, oh, put all your ideas for Kiwi Prack videos in here, and there was shit like fucking Sam Gets a Dud, Sam Makes Legs of Manhattan, like videos we made, but at the bottom of it, someone wrote, like we wrote the titles, like in brackets, like not clickbait, gone sexual, all that shit, like the Kiwi Prack has, but someone just wrote, no punctuation or anything, Sam does the Sandy Hook shooting. We don't know who wrote it, but it wasn't me. Cum Splosion in the Pussy, do not research, refers to one of the funniest videos online. It's not what it's not what you think. So it was a video on Campfire, Ethan's channel. It was clickbait as fuck. It had Cum Splosion in the Pussy, and the picture of video thumbnail was just a chick's ass. Anyway, so that video, why that video was important, it was clickbait because it was just a Geometry Dash playthrough for like a minute. But one of the reasons, even if we had the video footage, we couldn't ever re-upload this was because the whole gimmick of this video is if you turned on the subtitles for the video, it wasn't narrating what Ethan was saying. It was narrating like a porn script that we just come up with. And so, I can't remember why it got taken down, but YouTube flagged it for something. But the reason I'm bringing it up as well, apart from it just being cool information, is yeah, the Kiwi Prack made a version of it, Sam Splosion in the Sam, but it's not as good as the original, but it's just proof that the original did exist. On the next thing, we have Mother Rooster's Gucci Gang video. So that's another deleted video from like those two channels. So, Nick edited, you know, the Johnny D Gucci Gang video. He edited that so it was just like hilarious, but it only went for a few seconds. And then at the end it played like ear rape fucking orgasm noise with like the porn ads, but it looked like a cock, but it wasn't. You know, the one with the finger and the Vaseline? Yeah, anyway, YouTube thought it was a cock, and so after getting in a fight with Ethan, I think, or might have been Jai, they reported it and it got taken down. And Nick doesn't have the footage anymore, so there goes one of the funniest videos online. Mr. Motorbike face reveal refers to, this isn't the first time I've revealed my face. So this could either be referring to, you could kind of see half my face when I was playing as the character in Demon Horse, but no, this refers to going back to the Nick 24/7 live stream. I think Jai was AFK for a little while. Me and Nick were just talking, and we were discussing like a face reveal, and just really impromptu, I got Nick to just blast the 2001 Space Odyssey theme through his speakers as I like really slowly just took the mask off and shit, and then Nick was just like overreacting, like, oh my god, shit like that.
Shit.
Oh, here we go, boys.
You did it here live.
Here live for the first time, the madman behind Mr. Motorbike has been revealed.
I'm in awe.
Yeah, that was actually fucking epic. I hope that looked as good as it fucking felt.
Anyway, and then Jai came back and saw that I had the mask off, and he's like, wait, what the fuck? Did Jed reveal his face? And he's like, oh yeah, dude, you missed it. It was fucking sick. So we reenacted it again.
We did the face reveal while you were gone, so fuck you.
You gotta do it again, Nick. You gotta do it again.
Well, anyway,
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. It just has a long intro.
I don't know.
That's right.
You look like Jesus.
Fuck, it's... Damn it, no one's gonna see this anymore because the stream's gonna be fucking 12 hours long.
So yeah, this entry on the Iceberg is referring to the fact this isn't the first time I've revealed my face. If you are like a true pioneer of our content as a group, like Kersey Jersey is, you would know that. Sam Dies at 53 is one of many cut Kiwi Prac videos that I made where I got the Terry Smoke ad and added Sam's face on it. It was dark and I thought it was pretty funny, but Jai didn't think the same, so it never got uploaded. Professor Shu was one of Jai's old YouTube channels that he lost access to, that we made in robotics. It was just him filming his shoe that he drew a shitty face on, because he was wearing black shoes, you couldn't see it, and him doing this shrill voice and saying, "Oh, my name is Professor Shu. I am a professor." And yeah, so deep on the iceberg, not a lot of people know about Professor Shu. Apology.wav refers to, I don't remember why, but Sam fucking did something, and he had to apologize to me specifically for something. I don't remember what it was, but being me, I didn't really give a shit about what he did. I just wanted to like make him suffer, so we made him read out the Logan Paul apology. Anyway, a bunch of us uploaded it on our channels. I don't know if it's still on Kiwi Prac, but I'm pretty sure it's still on Ethan or Jai or Nick's channels. But it's just a fun little thing. So yeah, if you find that video, props to you. Just realized Kersey Jersey is on here twice, but we'll just move on. That Safety Satan and Shekel Satan are the same person, or related. This is, we're at the iceberg bit where we're getting into conspiracy theories. I'm not going to comment, I'm just going to say, both characters are played by me, both characters live in hell and are personified by the devil, you do the math. James, do not research. So this entry, this refers to an old account we made. It was originally just me and Nick, but Jai and Ethan had a bit on it. So content that didn't fit on either of our channels, like shit posting, even though my channel has just become a shit posting channel, like with the chimp events and stuff. Originally, there was another channel for that called James, and then some letters and numbers and shit at the end. Anyway, so the reason this is quite low on the iceberg is because, like, not only is the channel deleted, but it was real spicy. So in between a shitload of memes, we would post really questionable and spooky videos, so people who stumbled onto the channel wanted to see what else. It was kind of like an ARG, except there was no, like, story or anything. We were just trying to, like, irk people. But what was cool about that channel is we took concepts in memes and just pushed them to their extreme before moving on. So if you've ever seen that, like, Jacinto, the Great Jacinto, that vampire flick, where it was like, there's the Jewish vampire and the guy holds up the swastika instead of the fucking crucifix, and it's like a joke in the movie, but we got that, and then we got like Shrek saying hello there, and pretty much just remixed those two videos together in every way you could possibly imagine. So there was Shrek walking onto the screen and saying Hail Hitler instead of hello there. There was the fucking when the dude holds up the thing, the vampire shrieks hello there. Like there was like 5 videos made for that specific thing, and then once we'd done with it and we couldn't think of anything else, we moved on. And so some of the memes on there were really fucking edgy, and that's one of the reasons why the channel got taken down. But also on several occasions James broke the algorithm and got a shitload of views. So my channel, like some of my videos have a couple thousand views, which I don't know why. I'm ashamed of all of you for that. But out of all the channels any of us have really ever had, James was the most successful. And here we are at the very bottom of the abyss. So first of all, we have every copy of Mr. Motorbike is personalised. So that's on all the icebergs, but this kind of has some truth to it really, because depending on what time or where you watched Mr. Motorbike, videos have been unlisted since then, videos have been uploaded, so yeah, whether you're a new viewer or a fucking classic OG, your experience with this channel would be different. So, you know, every copy of Mr. Motorbike is personalised, really. Also, I hacked your IP, and there's also other reasons to it. I hacked your IP, and I've been sending you videos. Mr. Motorbike was developed as a part of, by the CIA as a part of MK Ultra. Swiftly moving on, Sam. But yeah, so that is the Mr. Motorbike Iceberg complete. Upon reading on stuff, there was some stuff that I should have mentioned, but I forgot to put on the iceberg. One of those things being, I mentioned in the grass video, a Back to the Future shirt getting ruined. Yeah, turns out I still have that. It's just really ruined. But, so that's fun. I was going to mention that, but I forgot. Yeah, 69 subscribers. I've dreamed about this since I was a little cumlet. But I can't believe it's finally a possibility, so thanks for sticking around, I guess. This channel doesn't make great content, or much content at all these days, but, you know, if anyone's interested in, like, say, that backlog of media films, I will happily upload them now that I've revealed my fucking ugly mug to the world, officially, if we're not counting the Kiwi Prek stream. But, yeah, fucking, also, if anyone wants to see any of those unlisted videos, I can either post links or just re-upload them, I guess. But yeah, so cheers for 69 subscribers. It's been my dream all along. I don't know if I'll ever make any more videos ever again after this, but you never know. I'll certainly be uploading on Kiwi Prek because I made it my fucking moral duty to do every day with those announcements. So, rip me, I guess. But, yeah. Cheers for sticking around. If you made it this far in the video, why don't you leave a comment? I can tell you right now, I will fucking respond to it. I have no life. I will respond to it. Whether that be criticism or not. I can't take criticism well, so fuck you in advance. But, anyway, so, yeah, don't bother subscribing if you're new here, by the way. I want to keep that shit at 69. If any of you think, oh, I'm gonna subscribe, you don't know how many of my subscribers are fucking old accounts, alright, buddy? So, chill. It's gonna stay at 69 for a while. But yeah, so I think that's it. If anyone has anything else to add, I will leave it in the comments. We might make a follow-up video. Yeah, if you want to see more icebergs on shit that is relevant to absolutely nobody, let me know. Go subscribe to me. Oh, actually don't. Go subscribe to Kiwi Prek. Go subscribe to Call Me Nick, Campfire, all the boys. Show them some love, because if once Kiwi Prek reaches 69 subscribers, I'm gonna make the Kiwi Prek Iceberg, which you thought this had a lot of shit on there regarding the Kiwi Prek, but Kiwi Prek has a lot of fucking stuff. But yeah, So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I don't really care. I just wasted quite a bit of your time. But yeah, cheers.